On the morning of November 25th, 1991, someone walked into this kitchen and found a baby, 11 months old, alone, crying in a high chair.
Cindy Warner was 35 years old. She was a mother of two. Her youngest was 11 months old.
James Lawhead Jr. had been released from prison in February 1991. He had served 11 years of a 19-year sentence for breaking into a home in 1980, beating a grandmother and raping her 11-year-old granddaughter.
She stepped outside. Her coat was in her hand. She hadn't put it on yet. Her shoes were the ones she had been wearing inside.
3 weeks after Cindy vanished from that front porch, a hunter found her body in the Tahoe National Forest, approximately 35 miles from Granite Bay. She had been raped and strangled.
In 2002, Lawhead was arrested for failing to register as a sex offender in Placer County. In 2005, he was arrested on an outstanding weapons charge in Lincoln, California. Entered arrest. Next to be assumed.
Cindy's sister was at the press conference. She was the one who found the baby. She was the one who found the coat on the chair, the shoes on the floor, the coffee cup still warm on the table. She has been carrying that morning, that specific.
The DNA breakthrough came from a piece of original 1991 evidence that had been preserved in cold case storage for more than 3 decades. Advanced DNA testing, funded partly by the local community,
Cindy Warner had 2 children. Her oldest was older. Her youngest was 11 months old on Thanksgiving Day, 1991. She had her whole life in Sacramento, a home, her family, dedicated.
James Lawhead Jr. was arrested on April 24th, 2026 in Bullhead City, Arizona. He was 64 years old. He had living as Vincent Brent. His sister, Terry Lawhead Steele, was arrested as rape and kidnapping. Cindy's sister spoke at the press conference. She said she found the baby in the high chair and knew immediately that something was wrong. She said Cindy would never have left the baby alone like that. At the press conference, Sheriff Wayne Wu said, when he was sentenced, state psychiatrists categorized him as a mentally disordered sex offender who was not amenable to treatment, yet he was still released after 11 years.
Cindy Warner was 35 years old. She had a baby who grew up not knowing her. She had a sister who has thought about that Thanksgiving morning every day for 34 years. She had a life in Sacramento that stopped on November.
The original 1991 evidence had been stored in the Placer County Cold Case Archive for 3 decades. The community contributed funds to support advanced DNA testing on that evidence. This is the house. This is the front door. This is the porch she stepped off on the morning of November 25th, 1991. The oak tree in the front yard was bare that November. It is green now.
Investigators are now retracing James Lawhead Jr.'s movements across the 20 years he spent as Vincent Reynolds. They are examining potential connections in Washington, Oregon, and Arizona.
Her name was Cindy Warner. She was 35 years old. She stepped off a front porch on Thanksgiving Day, 1991, and did not come back. The system that released the man who took her said he was not amenable to treatment. They released him anyway.